Here are 4 quotes that completely changed my life, my perception of the topic that the quote was about. They're all about self-improvement and developing yourself. For me, I've applied this at many times in my life, but with that being said, I don't want to waste your time. Let's jump into the first quote that completely changed my life and can change yours as well. You don't need to be great to start, but you have to start in order to become great. This quote completely nails it when it comes to starting your own self-improvement journey, because everyone started somewhere, right? We all have a starting point, and you decide whether you want to have it today or in the future, or if you've already started. Remember that we all aren't perfect. We all have the things that we're struggling with and the things that is going on in our lives. And that's completely fine. And you have to just realize that the circumstances when you want to improve will not be perfect. That's a thing that younger me would have needed to hear. Because when he first started off with self-improvement, if he would have just heard some kind of advice like this and actually broken down into action, then he would have made so much faster progress. Because if you can realize that most people started at a very low point, as well as me. I was a video gamer. I played video games many hours per day. I wasn't doing like anything productive besides playing football and working out a few times a week. And that was pretty much it. I didn't do anything to develop myself. I didn't have a project. I didn't have a skill. I had a terrible attention span, and I played a lot of video games. But with that being said, no matter what you are doing or what you are thinking about starting, remember that if you just start today, you will eventually become better. Because if you just have the courage to dream big and to start the thing that you wanted to do, because if you start that thing today, in the future, you will look back with so much pride and so much gratefulness that you started this project today. And that is something that's beautiful about self-improvement. But with that being said, in order for you to become great, you have to start today. That was quote number 1. Let's move on to the second quote that completely changed my life. The only limits that exist are the ones that you place on yourself. This quote is so deep, because the only limits and the beliefs that you have about yourself will correlate whether you accomplish your goals or you become stagnant with where you are currently. So with that being said, you have to think about what your perception of yourself is. Because if you can realize what you're thinking about yourself and what type of mindset you're having right now, there's 2 types of mindset that I want to share with you. There is a fixed mindset and there is a growth mindset. If you have a fixed mindset, you're pretty locked and you think that you can't really change much about yourself. If you're having a growth mindset, then you think to yourself that you can grow and you can become better and everything is under your control. And when you have the second type of mindset, that was a growth mindset, you will improve so much faster. So, with that being said, we improve our self-image with affirmations, with an undeniable stack of proofs that you are who you say you are. So start taking actions based off the person who you want to be. And that is something that's so great. Start taking action and start becoming the person who you want to be. And also, if you combine that with affirmations and visualizations, where you see yourself accomplishing your goals and becoming the person you wanted to be, then the sky is the limit. You can accomplish anything with that type of mindset and mentality. And that's the thing that I really want to instill with you. Try your absolute best. And remember that the only limits that exist are the ones that you place on yourself. So have sky-high limits and your results will be sky-high if you try your absolute best. If you can realize that the only limits that you have are the ones that you put on yourself, then it's so great. For me, I struggled a lot with confidence when I played football in my previous team. I don't want to go into too much of a detailed story of why that happened, but if I could have just tried to eliminate the distractions and people, like if some people were complaining or just saying something bad, if I could have just kept my focus on what I was doing and tried to instill with myself that I am great. And if I could have convinced myself that and tried to think that what other people think of me isn't that important, because if I just focus on myself and I try my absolute best, I know that the results will come. And that's the life lesson that I had to learn the hard way, because my confidence just went down and went down and went down, and that was due to many reasons. A way that I could have stopped that was from starting to see myself as the person I wanted to be and place higher limits on myself and devaluating the people that robbed my confidence on the pitch. Let's move on to quote number 3 and 4. I will read out these quotes together because they correlate a lot with each other, and these are the deepest quotes I've probably heard in my life. So with that being said, the first quote goes like this. The heaviest things in life aren't iron and gold, but unmade decisions. The reason you are stressed is that you have decisions to make and you're not making them. The second quote goes like this. A friendly reminder that in 3 generations, everyone who knew us will be dead, including the peoples whose opinions stopped you from doing what you wanted to do all along. Imagine a person who hits every single goal of theirs and achieves every single dream. Years later, they get old and die. How much do you care? As much as people would do if you accomplished your dreams. Do it for you. Both of these quotes are from Alex Ramosi. I like his insights at life. They're very deep and very targeted, and I feel like he can hit you so hard with these quotes if you just take a moment to pause and to think and to be able to go into yourself and apply this and think to yourself, why am I doing what I am doing, and how can I apply this to my own journey and my own life? Because that's what it comes down to. How can you apply these quotes to your own life? Because for me, the third quote that I read out, the one about iron and gold and the heaviest things in life, that quote was from like this YouTube channel. I thought about it for so long starting, and I didn't start. I don't know why. I just procrastinated, pushed it forward. I just kept on working with other things and distracted myself from doing what I wanted to do, because I was afraid of what other people think of me. And that links up to the second point. For me, one of the heaviest things and one of the most occupying things for me was that I thought to myself that I wanted to start this YouTube channel. And when I heard these two quotes combined, I thought to myself, okay, so people won't really care about me in a few years for the people who might laugh or who might find out about this. So why am I going to let these people's opinions who might laugh at me? It's not even 100% probability. And if they found these types of videos, maybe they would resonate with it. I don't know. But for me, I have to take that risk because you grow outside of your comfort zone. Because for me, this is something that is a little bit scary, but I think it's my purpose right now to help the younger version of me and help people who feel a little bit lost in life and don't really know what to do. I would have needed a video exactly like this on a quote which goes like the ones I previously read out. And these quotes hit me so hard because I could have applied them so greatly to my life, because I pushed this YouTube channel off for so long and I didn't really start it because I was afraid of what other people thought about me. And a bonus point that I want to add is that the real pain in life is knowing that you had unfulfilled potential and getting to the destination and realizing that you could have done more and you didn't. Because if you imagine yourself in a few years or even on your deathbed when you're older, what would you think if you didn't take the action that you want to do right now? So do the thing that you actually want to do. If you realize that you had unfulfilled potential when you're older, that pain will be worse than people laughing or trolling or saying something mean to you. So do this for you and do this for your own journey and your own journey to become the best version of yourself. So remember to take action on the thing that you actually want to do. But with that being said, hope you got some value out of these quotes, and take some time to pause and reflect and think, because that will be something that I will cover in my next video. And with that being said, thank you for watching.